Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, what are you waiting for? It is free, and it costs you absolutely nothing. However, you can win money by subscribing to the channel. I've already did my first subscriber give back of $100. The next subscriber give back is going to be at $200 at 5,000 subscribers. The subscriber give back was done on the live, so if you want to check out that video, go to the lives, click on the live, and you'll be able to see that upload. The final subscriber give back is going to be at 1 million subscribers, where I'm going to give away $2,000 total for just that 1 million. So we have multiple in between. So we already did the 1,000 subscribers, the 5,000 subscribers, $200. And then there's a few more in between the 5,000 and the 1 million subscriber give back. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you nothing, and you possibly have a chance of winning money. And that's just to show you guys that I do appreciate you guys for supporting me and my channel by subscribing to the channel and liking the video, which helps me get in and remain in the YouTube algorithm, which helps the channel to grow. So why not give back? You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for you guys supporting us on YouTube, we wouldn't be able to hit our milestone. So I am appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody else, but I am truly and grateful for, all of you guys' support. So I'm going to do subscriber givebacks. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Okay. Yeah. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be able to do it no way. Okay. But anyway, you guys, we about to get into this next reaction, part 2 of Anthony and Amber at their counseling session. And looks like we're going to have a part 3, because when I reacted to part 1, I saw that one and I didn't want to watch the next one, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I wanted to give a full reaction on that part, which Amber told how she felt when she called Anthony and Shayla in the bed. Now it's Anthony time to tell how he felt when he found out about Amber and Wayne. Then there is a third one where Anthony and Amber shares their regret. So I'm going to save that for the next video, because that one is 5 minutes and 54 seconds. I'm glad for these long skits. Y'all know we only normally get like 2-3 minutes, baby. That Amber's was 6 minutes, Anthony's was 5 minutes 44 seconds, baby. Let's get into it, honey. Let's get into the video. Next on the docket. So we pick up where we left off, where Amber just shared, as I just mentioned, how she felt when she caught Anthony in bed with Shayla. So now the counselor says to Anthony, I want you to tell Amber how you felt when you found out about Wayne. And see, she put a little, I think she being fair, but she still be putting a little extra on Anthony stuff. Like when she said about about Amber finding Shayla, she didn't say all the stuff that Anthony did. But when she said, tell her how you felt about her cheating with Wayne the whole time y'all was together, up until the day she said I do, and this and that. I mean, she was like elaborating. I'm like, girl, why you didn't elaborate like that on him and Shayla? But okay, we're gonna let you have that, sister counselor. Like, girl, you child. She being a little fairer than what she normally is, but she's still not too fair, because like, why she had to put all that in there? Why she didn't do that when she was talking about Shayla and Anthony? But whatever. Okay. So when she said that, Anthony was like, well, no, whatever her name is. He said, I don't think, we don't have to go there. He said, my concern, I'm only worried about, he said, we don't have to rehash that. He said, I'm only worried about how Amber feels. Stop. The lady said, no, we need to know about how you feel as well. And we do. And because that is the absolute problem. You know what I'm saying? Men keep things bottled up, and they shouldn't. They need to communicate, no matter how hard it is or how bad your feelings may be hurt or whatever. You got to communicate. Things may not be what it seems. Now with this, it is, a lot of it is what it seemed, but it wasn't actually what he thought. You know what I'm saying? And maybe if they could have he could have communicated that, they could have worked it out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men and women, some women do it too, but it's mostly men where they don't open up, and they should. They feel like they can't open up. They feel like they less than a man or whatever, because if they open up, just like I don't know where that BS came from, that a man not supposed to cry. Child, please, that's a damn lie. If you hurt and you going through something, you have every right to have emotions and to cry as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different. We are all human. Don't matter if you got a Johnson or a Kitty Cat, okay? Like, you are human. You have the right to cry, and you have the right to feel how you want to feel. And I'm glad that the counselor stopped him and said that, no, you have a right and you have feelings too. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I didn't think that this was going to happen. I ain't never think that Anthony was going to make me cry. Share. But you know what? Even though I can't stand this ninja, I might have a change of heart later on, just depending on how he act afterwards, because we all know how Anthony can say one thing and then he start going back down the wrong road. So, Anthony, I applaud him. Hold on, let me put the phone down. Let's give him a clap. I wanted to come through the screen and give him a hug, y'all. I really did, because he has every right to feel how he want to feel, and he should have been opened up, but I'm glad that he's opening up now. This is one time Anthony has been truly honest, and he has not shared this with anybody, even with himself. He hasn't said it out loud. He hasn't even shared it with his homeboys. None of that. But and he probably, because men be embarrassed, they feel like they can't. But child, you shouldn't be embarrassed. And if anybody try to say something about you, about feeling the way you feel, then you don't need them in your life. You know, should. But no, hell to the now, now. Because men go through stuff too. It's not just women. Men go through stuff too. Women are not just emotional. Men are emotional as well. And it's not fair that people expect men to keep their stuff bottled up. Like, no, it's not fair at all. But anyway, he said that he felt so bad because he's always been the good guy. You know what I'm saying? He's always wanted to be the good guy. That's why he said all that stuff to Wayne. Y'all remember how he tried to say Wayne was street and hood and he ain't work for it and this and that, there and the other. That's why all of that came out, because deep down inside, Anthony feel like dudes like Wayne that play with a lot of females or whatever, they always get the women. And you know, it's a lot of men that feel like that. You know, men that go like to college or do stuff like get their own businesses, even if they don't go to college, but if they try to like be an entrepreneur, a lot of men feel like they always get the end of the bargain, of the deal when it comes to women. A lot of men feel like women only want the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the tough bad guys or whatever. Anthony is not a tough bad guy. Wayne ain't no tough bad guy either. He just from the streets. He not one of them though, even though Atlanta tried to make him seem like that's what it was. But Wayne not that person either. You know what I'm saying? You could be from the streets. That don't mean you street. Okay, if you know what I mean. Okay? You can be from the hood, but that don't mean you hood. You know what I'm saying? You probably got punked every day, you know? That don't mean that you the hood. But I get where he coming from, because it's a lot of men that feel like that. But they should express their feelings or whatever, or don't go after the women that just want bad guys. Sometimes you hurt your own feelings when you going after somebody that you know is not interested in you, and then you get mad at the next person because you get mad at the street dude because that's what they want. No, go after the woman that wants you. That wasn't his situation. He felt like Amber didn't want him, and he felt like out of all the good stuff, like he said, he works hard to get what he has, so when he do find that wife, that he can share that life with his wife, and he can, you know, do things for his wife and be there, support his wife, and be a good husband. But he said that it's always like the good guys finish last, and that's what he felt like. And that's what he should have told, expressed. And I'm glad that he expressed it, because, again, he's not the only person that feel like that. And he said that he felt like no matter what he did, that Amber always wanted Wayne, and she chose Wayne, that she didn't really love him. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was about the money or something like that. And she was like, that wasn't true. And the lady was like, no, don't interrupt him. Let him finish. And I'm with the lady on that part. Let him finish. But at the same time, I'm glad she said that, because don't wait till he gets to the end, because there's more stuff that he gonna say that you probably want to let him know as well. So okay, that's cool. Don't stop him, but okay, I feel like I probably would have said that too if it wasn't true, because at that moment I would want you to know that that's not what it was. You know what I'm saying? She was just being a whoremonger. It wasn't that she wanted Wayne over him or whatever. She chose Anthony over Wayne. She could have had Wayne if she wanted to. She could have kept being with Wayne. And he said that he feel like if Wayne would have wanted Amber, that Amber would have got with Wayne versus with him, but she said that wasn't true. At the beginning, Amber did not like Anthony. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't interested in Anthony. And again, her and Wayne had already been in a relationship and having a relationship. So that's what she was used to. That's what she was accustomed to. Was it the right thing for her to do? No, because Wayne was about him. He was never about Amber or any of the women he dated. He's a whoremonger. That's what he is. And that's why Anthony feel the way he feel. He was like, why do these women, even with PR in them, he don't understand why these women want Wayne when they know he a dog and they keep going back to him or whatever, and he trying to be the good guy, but this is who you want. And Amber just let him know, no, it wasn't what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? She chose, and that's true. She did not want him, because if she wanted him, she could have not been with Anthony, and she could have chose to stay with Wayne. Do she still have feelings for Wayne or whatever? Yes. Like, if you ever love someone or been in love with somebody or whatever, you're never gonna lose the love for them. You may not be with them ever again and don't ever talk to them, and you probably could hate their guts or whatever, but if you truly love someone, that never goes away. Never. Never, 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 never. Do you have to act on it? No. Should you act on it, especially if you with somebody else? No. But if you ever love someone, truly, truly love someone, that never goes. That is never going to go away, no matter how you try to say it or whatever. It's not going to go away. That don't mean that you stay in a crazy relationship or you stay in a crazy friendship and let people talk to you crazy and treat you bad. No, guess what? You can love a person from a distance. Okay? But I was so glad that Anthony finally opened up and said what it was, because we all knew if that's what it was or whatever. And yes, I was calling him a Mitch or whatever. Sometimes he do act like a Mitch. You know what I'm saying? He acts like a Mitch. But that's why he acts like a Mitch, because that's how he feel. That's something internal within himself that he's going to have to work on. You can't weigh yourself down because you think that the bad dudes always get the women. You know what I'm saying? That's a personal problem. You know what I'm saying? That's personal. And that's something he's going to have to still get counseling about, and he's going to have to work through. But as his wife and as the person who loved him, she want him to know that that was not the case. She chose him because she chose him. Even if Wayne would have decided that he wanted to be with Amber, because Wayne even asked her, are you sure? Wayne tried to talk her out of it, but she wasn't having it. She chose Anthony, and she didn't choose him because of the money. If it was about money, she could have still stayed with Wayne. Wayne had money too. She chose Anthony because Anthony ended up winning her over, and she fell in love with him. She really did love him. My husband, and she never touched Wayne again. Ever touch Wayne again. Even though, yes, it was wrong that you woke up to that man on the day of your wedding or whatever. That was wrong as hell, honey child. And I get it, Wayne. Anthony had every right to be mad. He have every right to feel how he feel. But I feel like if he would have really just laid this out and talked to Amber a long time ago, instead of just saying, yes, I forgive you, and you really haven't forgiven her or whatever, and you got these deep issues within yourself because you feel like the good guys finish last, and that's what he flat out said it. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. And I'm so happy for him. And I look at him in the skits as a different person now, because a lot of men feel that way and they react to how they're feeling versus saying how they feel and working through it and understanding that all good men don't finish last. There are some good men that have good wives. There are. There absolutely are. There are a lot of women that love good men that don't want the bad dudes or whatever. But it's be like the women that be wanting the good men don't be wanting those women. The good men be wanting the women that don't want them. At the bottom line is don't want somebody that don't want you, whether you feel like they a good person or whether you feel like they a street person, hood person, or whatever. Don't go after somebody that you know don't want you. You know what I'm saying? And then you won't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And if you are feeling that way, you are entitled to it, but then you do need counseling because that is a personal problem. Just like with short men. A lot of short men have short man syndrome. So they go and they make the money because they feel like the money gonna get them the women when that don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why they be having these attitudes and they be trying to talk crazy mess to folks because they have little man syndrome. And they don't just talk crazy mess to women. It be men or whatever. They'll try to, stun on a man because they got their money. They feel like, well, my money make me sit taller and this and that. No, it don't. You still the same height, boo-boo. You still the same height. But guess what? There are a lot of women that like short men, okay? There are a lot of women that love short men, just like there's men that don't like short women. It's vice versa. Everything is like that is a personal, emotional thing. It has nothing to do with the next person. It has everything to do with you and how you feel about yourself. And it's okay for you to feel that way, but it's not okay for you to project that energy onto the next person. You need to get therapy and you need to come to the realization of who you are. Don't worry about the next person. Worry about you. And if you come across a man or a woman or whatever, and they not appreciative of who you are for who you are, let them go. Stop trying to hold on to people that don't need to be held on to. That's the bottom line. But when I tell you, Anthony brought me to some tears because I was happy that he's finally being truthful and he's finally opening up and letting it out. And then I was glad that Amber, even though she shouldn't have been interrupted, but I'm glad that she let him know, because that is good to let him know as well that that was not the case. And he felt like she never did love him, and she said that she did love him. She do love him. That was not the case. And sometimes they need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Just like how a lot of people feel like Valentine's Day, and I don't even celebrate holidays or whatever, but I celebrate my birthday. That's about it. I don't celebrate holidays. But anyway, a lot of people feel like Valentine's Day is a woman's day. No, it's not. Just like you want to be loved and showered in love, your man does too. I can't stand people who feel like they not supposed to, I can't stand when women feel like they not supposed to give their husband or their man or their boyfriend or whatever it is something for Valentine's Day. Like, that is so freaking selfish. If it's supposed to be a day for love, why not show your man that you love him as well? Another thing, I can't stand for when women feel like men are supposed to pay for everything. If you love your man, you ain't trying to break him down. You supposed to be there to uplift him. Y'all supposed to uplift each other. You pay for some stuff, he pay for some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to burden somebody, because when you burden somebody or put them in a burden or put them in a bad situation, guess what? It messes with their mental and they feel like they're less than or whatever. No, everybody needs to equally contribute to the household. You know what I'm saying? Every grown person needs to contribute to the household. No man should be laid up living off of no woman, and no woman shouldn't be laid up living off of no man. And y'all can agree to disagree, and that's fine. It is what it is. I have no problem with that, but that's how I feel about it. I feel like, and my ex, baby, he had a problem with that as well. My ex of 8 years, when I tell y'all, he used to piss me off because I would try to pay for stuff or do stuff, and he would not. When I tell you he didn't play about me, he didn't play about me. But I wanted him to know that I'm not one of these women. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything that you do for me, but I want to do for you as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to do for you. But when I surprised him and took him out of town for his birthday, he ain't never had that done before. Like, he was just like floored or whatever. whatever. He didn't even know how to act. And that's sad. That is sad that a man feel like they have to pay for everything. They have to take care of everything. No, they don't. That's why some of them go crazy and lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? No, they need help too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs help. So people need to stop being selfish. Help your man. Help your woman. Take care of your household. At the end of the day, take care of your household, whether it's mentally or physically or financially, and the world will be a better place. I promise it will. I know that it will. But everybody is out for their own, and they feel like the other person supposed to take care of them and do this and do that. And that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. A woman's job is not in the kitchen, and the man's job is not just to work. The woman's job and the man's job is to work together to bring a great, stable household. Okay? It is what it is. But I'm going to get to the regrets when they do the regrets or whatever. And again, I'm glad that Amber was saying it. Another thing the counselor was doing, she was getting on my damn nerve. But if I was her, I would have been doing it too. Because I was sitting here doing it too. As he was talking, she was like, ooh, like, what? Like that. And I was like, girl, shut up. She only did that one time when Amber was talking. Cause see, she more so on Anthony's side, regardless. She don't need to be picking sides, but she definitely is. We've been seeing that from the day one that they did counseling. But like when Amber was saying her thing, when she was saying how she felt, the lady only said one time or whatever when she said, well, how do you know he's continuing to do it? And then when she started saying, because he going on trips and he live with her, that's when she was like, oh, like that. That's the only time. But throughout the whole time Anthony was talking, she was, ooh. I'm glad Amber didn't pay her no never mind, because Amber is listening to her husband and she want him to know that that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider you last. Like, I chose you because I do love you. And see, Shayla is putting that in his head as well, telling him that Amber never loved him. And Shayla know damn well that Amber do love him. She know at the beginning that Amber did not like him and Amber wasn't interested in him, because Amber felt like he was just trying to get with her to get back at Wayne and Rolanda, which he was. He really, really was. That's what his goal was. Once he found out that Rolanda and Wayne had messed around, he decided to go after Wayne's ex, because when he came in the picture, Amber and Wayne was together. When they first met each other, Wayne and Amber was together. That's why I was like, why he acting like he didn't know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose that. And Amber said she don't want to be involved in no mess. That's why she wasn't trying to holler at him for a long time. But he kept pursuing her. And then she fell for him. And I feel like he fell for her as well. But sometimes I feel like he didn't. I feel like it still was just a get back, because of exactly how he said, because he feel like the good guys always finish last. So he went after her because he was mad at the fact that Wayne talked to Rolanda. It wasn't about he was interested in Amber or whatever. First of all, you went after her for the wrong reason. Now, do he truly, really love Amber? I don't know. But do Amber truly, really love him? I believe so. Because she didn't come after him for no hidden agenda. It was always him that started this relationship on a hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to prove that he can get Amber and take care of Amber, do for Amber that what Wayne didn't do. And when he saw that she still wanted Wayne, he was like, dang, good dudes do finish last. But you gotta be accountable as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you are speaking your piece and you open it up, but you also gotta be accountable for your actions as well. And remember why you ended up starting talking to Amber, because before, Amber was never even on your radar. Okay? Never. But y'all, the next video is gonna be the Anthony and Amber regrets. Y'all are probably gonna be crying some more or whatever, but tell me what y'all think. Leave y'all comments down below. I think that I've been saying that I think they were gonna get back together. They gonna get back together. And after this, they surely gonna get back together. But it depends too, because even though Anthony opened up, we gonna see. Y'all know how Anthony do, child. Again, like I said in the other one, he like the Drake's Passage. You never know which way the waves is coming, and sometimes they just come together from all different directions and just crush your ass. Baby, hunted child, hunted child, hunted child. Leave y'all comments down below. Do y'all think they getting back together? What do y'all think about that episode? Like the video, share the video, and if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. And before I say bye, make sure y'all have that subscribe button on with the bell notification, because you don't know what time the next upload is going to be. I don't know what time the next upload is going to be, but you going to get that Amber and Anthony Regrets video. Bye.